Previously on Combat Missions.
When did you go up to the damn tank on your own? Don't pull no f***ing karate bullshit on me either.
Delta Squad blew up a tank. Then Scott Helvenston blew up at his teammates.
Plan your dive, dive your plan.
Accusing them of bumbling battle tactics.
Listen, you know what, Rod? Right now, I ain't happy, and I ain't gonna pretend to be happy.
And leaving team leader Rod Teeple with his hands full.
Let's just get there and get the job done.
It appears to me that he looks a little unsure of himself in the position of captain of our team.
Despite their inner turmoil, Delta squeaked out a win.
Delta! Ow!
And next, must face the SWAT cop-dominated Bravo Squad.
We've got to destroy the tank. We don't do this, guys. This is not what SWAT cops do.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Bravo surprised everyone except themselves by winning their first mission, outgunning Navy SEAL-dominated Charlie Squad. This week in Evolution 3, it's Bravo versus Delta. A battle of the undefeated squads, and one man will be forced out.
Let's go! Let's go! Contact right! Someone else cover. Did you go up the tank on your own? Cover that truck! I got two down. Let's go, let's go!
Combat missions. 4 teams. 24 special forces and SWAT operators battle until one man stands alone. Lose the mission, lose a man. Who will win and who will go?
Are you not entertained?
Report.
Alpha Squad, all present.
Bravo Squad, all present.
Charlie Squad, all present.
Delta Squad, all present.
Sir, squad report, all men present.
Very well. Post. At ease, men. Bravo and Delta, so far you two squads are winners. Tomorrow your squads will be given your new mission orders. The squad that performs the best on their missions will take sole possession of first place. The other squad will have to discharge a man. But first, you will have an opportunity to earn bonus points towards your mission and training exercises. Sergeant Major?
Men, when I fall you out, report back to your tents, make final equipment preparations for today's competitions. Platoon, attention, ball out. Delta Squad has the most eclectic collection of troops on their squad. They've got Helvenston, who is the hothead, the emotional guy on the team. Last week, he went off on his teammates, and now the colonel is going to have a word with him.
Helvenston, I understand the other day you had a confrontation with your squad, which you shouldn't have done. You're not the squad leader. I think you'd be much better off if you kept your mouth shut and act like the professional that you are. Have you got anything to say for yourself?
Yes, sir.
What?
That at times I allow myself to get too caught up in the heat of the moment, and I know it's an enormous character flaw, and it's something that I have to constantly work at, and I won't ever let it happen again, sir.
I don't want to see you in here again. Go. This is my base, and I can go all the way to expelling a guy. You know, dismissing them from this contest, or anything in between.
Okay, can you pop my back, John? Huh? Pop my back and you get done with that? Okay.
I have a really bad habit of, getting caught up in the moment and thinking out loud, so it's just something I constantly have to work on.
I can touch my toes on a Tuesday.
I know last week when we did the competition and I got all fired up with my teammates, it kind of felt like an ass, but this is crazy, man. I've never been on the brink of crying. I haven't cried yet, but man, just the emotions, it was crazy. It's, I guess I just didn't quite expect it to be like this. We didn't have a perfect run on our first mission. We still won. Hey, a win is a win. It doesn't matter what's in that W column at the end. They don't see whether you won by 40 points or whether you won by a field goal,
If you know anything about the members of our team, Everybody's got a specialty, and when we start putting it together, it's unbelievable. I don't know, knowing what I know about the other teams, I don't think there's anybody can really stop us.
Winning, man, that's a great word, isn't it? There's no I in team, but there's an I in win. And I think everybody here has the same vision here. I win. I win.
I don't really know anything about Bravo, and I don't really care. If Bravo can keep up with us, then good for them. If they can't, they can eat our dust.
Delta's strong.
Yeah, they're pretty strong boys.
They're pretty strong across the board.
Today we match up against Delta. They are undefeated, but I don't know very much about them. We've heard about that they're in incredible shape and conditioning.
Delta's very confident, and they also obviously have good hair care products. So,
and that plays a major role.
It does.
Just because if you look good, you feel good, and you perform well too.
There you go.
Well, Delta is a little confident, but they have every reason to be because they are a good team. Hopefully, we'll succeed in beating them. So we'll just see. But I'm pretty confident that we'll do well. That's why we're so relaxed, because we're pretty confident in ourselves. I think we'll do fine.
Make us sharp in any task that we get. Give us victory in Jesus' name. Amen.
Men in Special Operations Forces, it's important that you stay familiar with your own weapons and the weapons of your enemy. The next training exercise is designed to test your squad's ability to assemble the M4 rifle, the M9 pistol, the Kalashnikov, and the Krinkov assault rifles. The first squad to assemble and fire 6 of those weapons will be declared the winner and pick up 25 points towards your next combat mission. 25 points can mean the difference between success and failure. Good luck. Stand by. Move.
We're just going to have to assemble different weapon styles with a box full of weapons parts. Make sure it's functional by firing 1 round downrange.
Mark had to assemble some type of an AK-47 that I've never heard of, a Kalashnikov or something like that. He assembled his weapon. Then I got up and I assembled the Beretta. Steve was up on the right side assembling an AK-47. He's not familiar with that weapon because he's a SWAT cop. He doesn't deal with those types of weapons. And then Jeff walked up and assembled the M4.
It was bam, bam, bam. They were making it happen.
We were way ahead of the game by the time our 3 guys left the left side. We were so far ahead of them, it was incredible. Steve's up on the right side. He got stressed over it and decided to go to another weapon.
He switched from the AK to the M4.
And so he decided to go to a weapon that he knew. Well, by the time he went to that weapon, his stress level was probably so high that it was unbelievable.
Take a breath, Steve. Take a breath.
On a timed event, every second that ticks away and every time you hear a round fire, it just adds more stress to it.
You got to put the pin in the little pin. There's a little small pin right there, Steve.
It is very frustrating watching him because you can see what he's doing wrong. Hearing all the guns go off, you know that your time constraints are very shallow. You're running out of time.
It's tough to stand and not be able to help somebody. You know that they know what to do.
He's got a misfire, Nutter. You got time.
You know, he got a little overwhelmed, and then it was time.
Do it now, Nutter.
One squad just picked up 25 points towards the next combat mission, and that squad is Delta Squad.
Obviously, it's a disappointment for the team, but we just drive on.
Boys, again, my apologies. Let's Gina.
Don't worry about it, Steve. Best thing to do is just worry about it. Let's focus on the next one.
Oh, it was excruciating for me. My lack of familiarization with assault weapons hurt the team. I failed to assemble my weapon and fire it, and the team lost for it.
Well, Steve may feel like he let the team down, but I think he knows that nobody else feels that way. And he's just going to take it personally, as anybody would. That sort of thing happens all the time, and it could have been any one of us. So it wasn't our time to shine then. 5 minutes.
Bravo, 12, ciao. There's nothing else until that time. So.
I don't think Steve really failed the team. I doubt that. You know, we all have our moments where, you know, something happens and you fall a little short. But that's just the way the games are, you know. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you fall back. You just worry about the next one and move forward.
We just lost 25 points, so it's going to put us down 25 points to an extremely good team. When you're a competitor, like Steve is, you can go up to him and say, hey, man, it's going to be all right. You don't worry about it. But that's not going to help things. You just have to get over it and move to the next exercise, and he will. And actually, he will probably up his performance 10 or 15, maybe 20%.
America really doesn't have an idea of where we come from. Most of it's classified, so they probably will never have a good idea. There are things people will never know. So I had my 7 years in the Marine Corps, and then, of course, my time in Spec Ops with the agency. It is a life where you go through a fire. You know, strongest steel is tempered in the hottest fire. This is a golden opportunity for a lot of us that want to get back out there and kind of feel the dirt again, I guess. Certainly not doing it for the money. I just like the missions, and I like the camaraderie.
Welcome to the Gauntlet. This exercise is worth 50 points toward your mission. The Gauntlet is an intense physical battle that takes place on a floating dock. Each team takes a turn on offense and defense. First, Delta is going to put 4 defenders out there. Bravo, you will send 1 man at a time to try to knock the defenders into the water. The team that clears the Gauntlet using the fewest men wins.
The Gauntlet was tough. I was a strong man from my own team. I was going against John Wynn, who was a strong man from Delta. We battled out for quite a long time. We just want to send a message that we're not pushovers. We did win the first round against Charlie. We're here to stay. We're not getting pushed over by anybody.
I think in the Gauntlet, I'm the sacrificial lamb, and I'll just kind of get bludgeoned down and wear the guys out with my face. The rest of the team will come in and clean up.
On the Gauntlet, you don't want to live that. Maybe through my eyes, but not through my body. Very, very physically demanding, to say the least.
There we go! He's already won!
There was some heckling from the sidelines.
He's got nothing. He's getting tired. Come on. No military background. You can tell. We got spirit. Yes, we do. We got spirit. How about you?
Some of the things that were said shouldn't have been said.
He's a candy ass.
We don't need to put down other people to make ourselves feel better.
What's that dance called? Stay there.
Put him in. He wants to go for a swim. Put him in anyway.
Put him in anyway.
Bob went until he nearly passed out, so that's respectable.
Put him in the water, Nut. All right, Nut. Stay low. Stay low, Nut. Put him in the water. Damn.
Bravo used 4 men to clear the Gauntlet. Delta, it's your turn on offense.
When the Bravo team was on defense, I was a little bit out of it. I had totally spent myself. Took a seat, and I was an observer at that point.
That's it. Stay low, buddy. Come on, John. Go. Johnny. Go, John. Steve, right in front of you. Turn the fan. Yeah, boys.
I don't have any idea why I smoked down there like a locomotive. It just clicked. It just went, you know. It was just everything I had. It happened.
Thank you.
When you see your guys get knocked in the water, you're disappointed. What can you say about it? Somebody wins and somebody loses, and we lost.
Delta, you're the winner.
Going into our mission, they are at a 75-point advantage, but hopefully we'll be able to make up the difference in the opposite zone.
1, 2, 3.
Kamikaze vibe. Full linebacker action on the dock. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, sometimes it's time for men to live, and it was their time to die. Just do what we're supposed to do. Our best. We gave 100% again, and once again, we came out on top. It just allowed us an opportunity to stroll down the dock and put them in their place. It was in the water, so it was fine then.
I think my wife would have done better than me.
I was put in the water as well, so I know how it feels.
I don't know if it was demoralizing exactly that we lost. It was very disappointing because, you know, we did give it all we had. Hey, Bobby, need anything, bud? No. Why don't you lay down?
Yeah, I'm going to. After the gauntlet, because I put everything I had into it, I was totally spent. It was tough enough just for me to go and sit down.
Let me know if you take them off, buddy?
No, I'm fine.
These guys are good. Good cheers. They had some good cheerleaders on their side. Everything shy of the pom-poms and the miniskirts.
In reference to Delta's attitude, a guy named Scott, this is a Navy SEAL, the small guy that was screaming at my teammates and calling them names and stuff. You know, if he got discharged, I wouldn't have a problem with it at all.
What's that dance called?
Helvenston's personality is that of a small child.
We really need to win. We need to really take this thing tomorrow. They took 75 points today, so we're backed against the wall, and we got to do it.
Bravo and Delta, your next mission, codename Prisoner Rescue. An American prisoner, Captain Bill Nasby, is being transported by enemy forces to their headquarters. Captain Nasby has defense information that is vital to national security. He must be rescued immediately. Intel reports that enemy Shadow Squad forces will transport the prisoner in a truck clearly marked with the number 13. There is an armed checkpoint along the road they will travel. Your mission is to ambush the truck and rescue the prisoner. You understand that?
Is there similar trucks traveling that road?
Yes.
Bravo, you will go first against the Shadow Squad. Delta, you'll go second. Delta, you won both of your exercises, so you got a 75-point advantage. Are there any questions?
Any questions, guys? Sure. Okay.
All right, that's it. Now let's kick some ass out there.
What's unique in the environment of planning missions within special operations is that you do it as a team. So responsibilities for now, John and Scotty, I want you guys working together, brainstorming.
What if we shoot a few degrees off?
I'd stack us against any team, and I don't think that's an idle boast. I think you can look at the teams and see, hey, you know, we've got a good team.
You know, we've got a sniper element, and then we've got an on-site, you know, kind of ambush team with the prisoner handler who takes the hostage.
Rod, he's pretty much a facilitator, and he's a great communicator. I was the first guy to, you know, basically say, you know, I think Rod should be the team leader.
This is the first raid on the guard shack. Let's make that assumption. It's first raid on the shack.
Every single person in there has done mission planning. That's a good thing about not having any SWAT guys in our team. They aren't going, what's going on here with the field exercise? We don't have to slow down and cover this because we still have.
Dude, we're not gonna be able to choreograph it that intent.
Well, let me explain something. I'm just doing from my experience. So we do a lot of vehicle assaults. Okay. That's what I'm trying to throw in. If you always want to, you don't want to use it, you don't have to. But what I'm trying to do is set up some type of a plan, some type of a smooth plan that we can work on. At least we'll have something that looks smooth and runs smooth, and it's very simple. I wouldn't say the guys weren't receptive to my plan. It's just that they had already perceived a previous plan before I actually wrote mine down. So what they did is they took some of my things and applied it to theirs.
But see, the problem that we may have is it's a heavily traveled road, correct?
Right, so there'll be trucks coming and going.
If we punch these cats out too early,
and another truck comes.
It's going to compromise us possibly.
There's going to be differing opinions, and it will finally get hashed out, and we'll, you know, scratch out the bad, leave in the good, and we'll finally, it'll be whittled down to the one we're going to go with.
Today is a very important mission, obviously, because we're down 75 points. Obviously, we want to get through the whole thing without losing any men. It's extremely important, because if we lose, we have to discharge a member.
Everybody's a little anxious, I think, ready to get out there.
I want to win, period.
Bravo Squad, here's the situation. Intel reports that enemy Shadow Squad forces are currently transporting a POW, Captain Bill Nasby, to be interrogated. He's traveling in a truck marked with the number 13. The truck will move down a well-traveled road and stop at an armed checkpoint. Your mission is to ambush the truck and rescue the prisoner. Okay, team, let's get your teams ready. Bravo, since you failed to win bonus points on the exercises, you start the mission with the standard 1,000 points. You lose 5 points for every minute it takes you to complete the mission, and 50 points for each member of your squad who is killed. You'll be using the Miles Gear laser engagement system. If you're hit, the gear will buzz, indicating you have been killed. Lay down, you're out of the mission.
All right, here we go. Ready, set, go.
Your movement here, because that shack's down here to our immediate left.
Dexter, come on up. Go, go. I'm behind you.
There's a truck coming toward the shack.
Affirmative.
Vehicle from the rear, number 2-3. I say again, number 2-3, not 1-3.
Bob, it's not the right truck. Hold your fire. Let her go through.
Stand by, here comes the truck.
That's it. That's it. That's 13. That's our truck. Stay there. That's our truck. You gotta move in. That's our truck. Just let me know when to start taking them. Let's do it.
One guy and me, Mark, come on me, we'll clear the back.
I have the back of the truck from a sniper position.
American, it's clear. All right. Come with me. Can you run?
Yeah, I can hop fast.
All right, one guy with him.
Let's go, I got him.
You got some funny looking terrain up there in that corner. Watch out.
Dax, I see you. Fall in.
Watch that terrain on the right. You told me pick him up. Radio it.
Roger, be advised we have precious cargo at this time. Over.
Roger, Bravo. The Yuri is heading to the extract point. Over.
Bring him up down. Come on. Down. Bring him up here. Up here. Everybody.
all Bravo are alive and have a prisoner.
I feel a little bit of redemption. I feel like we had an excellent op, and if anybody can beat that, I'll be impressed.
After the mission today, we decided to do a little relaxing by throwing some football, shooting a little basketball. Personally, I would like to just lay it out in the sun, but, you know, I got a bunch of workout fanatics. I mean, you see them, they're all monsters. I mean, they're built like dadgum Arnold Schwarzenegger and all these little bodybuilders, and here I'm the run of the group.
After doing the op and doing as well as we did, that there's no reason to be uptight and just bite our fingernails waiting in anticipation. So we had a little extra energy left and threw the ball around and tried to loosen up.
If there's any pressure, I think it's self-induced. I mean, with any of these teams, you do what you do when you go out there and compete. And sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's not as good. And that's it.
Here it is. Bam. There you go. Okay. Yes, sir. You're only 10,000 down.
All right.
We just got to stay focused. We've got a lot of wins under our belt. The rumor around the camp and everything, everybody's gunning for us, so we're just trying to keep it in check. The reason they're gunning for us is because we're winning. It's good to be at the top, though. A little bit more pressure. I'm tired of everybody telling me, Scott, you got a real good chance of winning this thing. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? We're a ways away from the friggin' end, okay? You know, thanks for the compliment, but I don't need any more pressure on me right now. Thanks. So.
I'm gonna check that. It's space, but I don't know if it's space.
We're gonna kick ass, take names.
You know, don't take too long. Take initials if you need to.
Yes, sir.
Delta Squad, Bravo's run the mission. I'm not gonna tell you how they did. Now it's your turn to show your stuff. The squad that loses the mission will lose a man. Good luck.
Scotty.
The objective?
035.
035.
We're getting ready to go, guys.
Stand by. Your time's gonna start when I say go. Set. Go. Go.
Gotta go around the top of this ridgeline and drop into the back door over there, okay? Okay, let's go. Let's move. Gotcha. I think this is our finger, guys. What do you think?
We could probably take him out from here.
Let's consolidate on eyes over here, okay? 4 of us are going to cover the movement. You guys go get on the ridgeline, guys.
I got the guy on the right, you got the guy on the left.
Get down.
Stand by. Bring me your back. Get up here, get up here. There. That truck's coming right over the ridgeline. We don't know that that's the right truck.
Okay, take him, take him. Take the shot.
baby. Guy coming up on the ridge.
One straight ahead, coming up from the target. Right here. You got him.
He's down. Let's go, dude.
Anybody else?
No, let's move. Give me a locale on the guy behind the ridge.
He's right over the ridge. He's right over the ridge for you, boss.
Just over the ridge. You can take him.
Boz, what's your position? Are you alive?
Negative.
Status. Scotty, what's your status?
Lucky shot. That's all I gotta
Win, are you up?
say. I'm up, baby.
Okay, Win, it's you and I, buddy. We got 2 guys up. Let's take it down to the ravine here. I'm consolidating on you.
Go ahead and flank him. Okay, baby.
You go, I'll cover you. Are you up? Are you up?
No, I'm dead.
I'm dead. We're all dead. Beautiful.
Headquarters, this is Heavy 5-7. We are over the extraction point and see no sign of Delta. Over.
Delta, this is headquarters. Say again, what is your status?
Headquarters, we're all dead.
Heavy 5-7, this is headquarters. Return to base. Over.
Roger. We are on our way back. Out.
Well, that sucked.
They say we just line up a firing squad and shoot ourselves.
Well, we spent about 18 hours with, planning our mission, and we got our butts shut off in about 18 minutes. So, plan didn't really go as planned.
Didn't go our way today. It's that simple. We'll see how the other guys do.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings, all right?
That's exactly right.
I hear we're warming up right now. Me. If it takes the team to vote me off for them to get to first place, that's fine. You know? I don't want to hold anybody up. I don't ever want anybody waiting on me or going, yep, Nutter's the one that held us up, or we didn't get first place because we didn't vote Nutter off, you know?
I was on my knees looking for the vehicle coming. And all of a sudden I heard fire initiated. Whoa, I guess we're underway. Yeah. Start throwing lead down range.
The 2 targets didn't go down at this shack. If there's anybody responsible for not taking them down, then it's me. I mean, my team leader said, okay, move up, take the shot. I mean, I was given an order to take the shot, and that was my job. So if there's a fault with that, then it's my fault. I mean, I'll be the first one to admit it.
Let's bring it in, guys. Let's get a little Delta action and then hump these rucks back up to the camp.
It was ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous, to sit there and initiate fire on the shack with the friggin' trucks at our flank. I mean, that's like the worst thing we could have done. And if we squeak this one out, I'll die.
Men, it's time to evaluate the mission. Sergeant Major?
Each squad starts with 1,000 points. Bravo, you completed your objective. Your prisoner was rescued, and none of you were killed. Outstanding. Mission time, 19 minutes. We deducted 5 points per minute. Your score is 905. Delta, you won the weapons assembly contest and the gauntlet training exercise, worth 75 bonus points. So you went into the mission with 1,075 points. Your primary objective, rescuing the prisoner. Total mission failure. The winner is Bravo.
Congratulations. Delta, you got 10 minutes to go over and pack your gear and report back here. Fall out.
This part of the friggin' game stinks. You know, having to discharge somebody after each mission that you lose is just, it's mind-wrenching.
To me, the honorable thing is to walk in, abstain, and to draw swords. And you know, we each stand an equal chance, and we each share some equal responsibility in what has happened. I offered up the thought of doing the drawing swords.
Draw swords? I'm not going to do that. If you didn't put out, then you should be the one to go.
If I were to walk in there and there were 5 votes against me, I would probably be surprised. Boz, what are your thoughts? You want to talk about this?
I need a few minutes. If my team leader or somebody else in here says, you know, you missed those 2 shots and it cost us this operation, I say, hey, you know, it's okay. I'd be the first one to go.
I mean, look, this is the part of the process that sucks, and all of us are embarrassed with that performance, so.
The emotions are crazy, though, I gotta be honest. I've said a few things that I probably shouldn't have said, and, you know, that could very well, you know, make somebody, you know, offended, and they could vote me off.
Let's talk about it.
I'm voting for myself.
Matt, what is your motivation for voting yourself? In the best interest of the team. In the best interest
of the team, actually.
I think the team can benefit from getting somebody with more experience. They might get somebody who could perform better physically. Maybe they get somebody that performs better tactically.
So I think the team would be better off without you.
I think you're wrong. That's the worst reason. That's the same as abstaining, and that's kind of the conclusion that I came to.
But at the same time, I don't think the sword deal's done. I think somebody should be voted off.
We're going to vote tonight. It's pretty clear for me who I'm going to vote for. I just, I've made a decision.
You end up with a guy that's,
if you were going to vote, who would you vote for?
I can't answer that question. My view is to...
God's honest truth. Just give me some brutal honesty here. Regardless of the rules, who would you vote for?
I can't make that call. I don't feel that I'm in a
Regardless
position...
of the rules, who would you vote for? Yes or no? It's a simple question. There's 6 guys standing in this room. Who would you vote for?
All right, men, put your bags along this wall right here. And take a seat.
Men, you may have lost today's contest, but on combat missions, that loss gives you a chance to improve your squad. You will now democratically discharge a man and replace him by going across the way and choosing a new man from the files in the dossier room. Men, the major's gonna pass out a discharge form. Fill it out, put your name on top, put the man you want discharged underneath. These guys are real close right now, and all of a sudden they got to get rid of one man, and he's going to wonder why it's me, and they're probably going to have a hard time picking a victim.
Colonel, we have a very simple solution. I'll be discharging myself. So I was a senior guy, and we had a bad op, and it's time for me to go. It's that simple. Okay, we don't need to vote.
I know how you feel. You made a mistake today, and I'm glad you stood up.
That's the way it is.
If you're the commander, what comes with being in that position is responsibility. You know, no matter what, you know, if you do monkey up, the best thing to do, you know, being the commander, hey, you got to take responsibility. You remain here, you 5 men follow me.
He said he'd vote himself, but I think he still doesn't get it, though. I just don't really feel like he felt he was at fault. You know, it was one of those, I'll take responsibility, but I'm not wrong type things.
Privilege to upgrade your squad to the dossier room lasts only a few more weeks, so this is a very critical decision. After that, losing teams must play shorthanded. These guys are all of equal caliber to the contestants currently serving, and the men have 10 minutes to pick their new teammate.
There's 2 people been assigned. Everybody else is available.
What about this guy here?
That's what I'm saying.
Special weapons tactics, served in Beirut during the bombing. Went to DEA after that.
Yeah, I thumbs up on this guy, George. I noticed that he was a reconnaissance Marine, and I felt the experience that he would bring to the team would be very vital.
George Saganik, he's a big, strong guy. That's why we picked him.
I think one of the things about this environment is that it breeds a lot of humility, because from one day to the next you can be on top of the game, or you can have a day like we had today, and things change very quickly.
So the men are formed.
Very well.
I don't think any of us enjoyed having to vote off a fellow member of ours, a great guy. It was a great honor serving with our buddy. So
We had a bad couple ops, and it's just that simple, and I take responsibility for it. So that's the way things fell.
I didn't expect for this to happen, but it was definitely the right thing to do. It's in the best interest of the team.
People, I'm proud to have served with you, and I salute you.
Thank you, Colonel.
You're dismissed.
Thanks, sir.
Out the gate.
Right depot, Navy SEAL. Delta Squad, reset, hunt. Order, hunt.
George Saganik reporting his order.
Very well. Fall in with that squad right there.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Major, take charge.
Dismiss.
So how many times you get knocked down, so how many times you get back up. Until they throw us out of here. We're still here to compete.
Next time on Combat Missions. As Alpha and Charlie squads battle.
Do you got a boyfriend? If so, how big is he?
Justin Young has a mission of his own.
Justin's adorable. He's pretty forward in his interest in Mia.
Is love in the air, or the smell of victory?
You stink.
Who will win?
We got him, we got him, we got him!
And who will be the next to be discharged?
Men, pack your gear. You have 10 minutes.